we are community builders. When you look online for the idea of community or community building, you'll come upon several different ideas. One site says there are 3 types of community: urban, rural, and suburban. When I talk about community and community building, the word community does not have anything to do with population, residential or commercial areas, or open land with field and farms. Another site says there are 5 types of community that could be built. You can classify every type of community by the purpose that brings them together. So you might classify a community by its interests or passions, like an art community, or by a change it may want to bring about, like Crime Stoppers community, or by its geographical boundaries, the Mennonite community, or by its profession or activities it carries out, the medical community, or finally, by external events or situations, the global warming prevention community. And once again, I'm not talking about these kinds of community and community building either. There is a biblical word that best describes what it means to be community builders. That word is shalom. The English word peace may come to your mind when someone says shalom. But the biblical concept of shalom means more than peace in the sense of not fighting or a mere gathering of people of like mind who get along quite nicely. No, shalom implies relational or social wholeness, fullness, or completeness. And for those created in God's image, this shalom is what we were made for. We were made to be shalom builders, community builders. We were made for relationships that are whole, full, and complete. So, in shalom or community building, the focus is on relationships with others, the social aspect of the image of God. We are community builders when we actively pursue and build communal shalom. Community, therefore, is fellowship, sharing, mutual encouragement when we encourage each other, or mutual support when we support each other. Through community, we grow in maturity, good deeds, compassion, patience, effectiveness, and grace. And we do all this because God, through His Son, had compassion for us, people who are sinners. Jesus willingly died for us on a cross that He did not deserve. He gave us true life. This true life, this new life, equips us to be community builders. We become community builders when we respond to Jesus in thankfulness for the gift of grace, the gift of salvation that He has given to us. We are community builders when we come together to help out a schoolmate who badly needs medical attention, when we allow our friend to cry on our shoulder, when we obey our parents and teachers, when we buy lunch for someone who doesn't have lunch money, when we freely and willingly mentor our classmates to understand difficult concepts, when teachers and students come together virtually during Monday morning chapel time, and even when the principal, teachers, parents, and children come together to work through conflicts, disciplinary problems. Living and doing life without other people is not an option. We need to grow together. One of the most well-known biblical metaphors is that of the Christian community and the body. We need all the parts to work together in order to experience health and true growth. We cannot say, I have no need of this arm, or I have no need of these ears. No, we need every part, from the little toe on your foot to the top of your head. However, just as maintaining a healthy body is not something that happens by itself, shalom does not happen without careful attention to our activity. Shalom is not easy. It's hard work. It requires sacrifice. It requires putting relationships first. Imagine if Jesus had put himself first. Where would we be today? We would be lost in our sins. But he thought of us first, and he sacrificed his life for ours. Listen to what Philippians 2, verses 5 to 8 says. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Jesus Christ, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. We need to learn and experience that community is built through a Christ-like mindset. We need to learn and experience that community is built through our positive actions, our positive attitudes, our positive words, our positively working through conflict, and our positive acts of kindness. This is something that we all need to learn. We are all called to be community builders.